Perhaps you've hearded the news that Kevin Costner would not be saddled up for the second half of Yellowstone's fifth and final season is as official as it gets. The Golden Globe winner announced on Instagram on June 20th that he had permanently put up his Stetson from struggling rancher John Dutton. The Paramount Network Western was a truly transformative experience for me. He posted on social media saying, "I just wanted to let you know that I won't be returning. I loved it, and I know you loved it." Season 5, Part 2 is now in development with a Sunday, November 10th, 8/7C premiere scheduled. It's not shocking that Costner is leaving Yellowstone at this time, given all of the behind-the-scenes dramas that were reportedly caused by anything from scheduling issues to requests for screenplay approval. The way co-creator Taylor Sheridan decides to portray the volatile patriarch of the Dutton family, however, might still surprise viewers. The writer said, "I don't do FKU car crashes," to The Hollywood Reporter back in June 2023. "When it comes to storytelling, I don't consider whether John's fate will embarrass his portrayer or cause him to feel worse." Jamie and Sarah murdered John, the dark sheep of the Dutton family, who was so convinced that his evil sister was going to kill him in the Season 5A finale, which you can see here, hatched a scheme with his Machiavellian lover to kill Beth first and John along with her. Jamie also didn't have to worry about being linked, Sarah reassured him. Because of the professionalism of the firm she would hire, it'll look like a car accident or heart attack. Another nemesis attempts to hit John. John has a way of creating enemies, so it's reasonable to think that for every unfortunate person like Malcolm Beck or Garrett Randall that is put down, there are a dozen more ne'er-do-wells and opportunists who would do anything to give John a lift to the train station. Furthermore, because John is so intent on eliminating Jamie as a threat, he has made himself exceptionally open to an unexpected attack. John's call to duty comes, with John remaining alive and well and just never appearing in the second half of Season 5, it would be extremely difficult to pull off. However, it is plausible. Beth could handle his dirty labor back at the ranch if he spent all of his time politicking in Helena. Even if it seems implausible, giving the character a pulse gives us the slight opportunity that Costner could guest feature in the upcoming Yellowstone spin-off, John's Cancer Comes Back. When John had 2 feet removed from his intestines in Season 1, his family believed he had defeated cancer. However, even though the surgery gave him more time, it wasn't necessarily endless. Should the Big C reappearance occur, John might withdraw from his closest friends and family to prevent them from having to witness the toll the illness would have in his final days. John may be laid to rest due to natural causes. The way Costner's character attracts medical conditions, we might as well call him Calamity John. Do you recall when, during Season 2, he suffered an ulcer and was treated by a skilled veterinarian? It wouldn't be completely out of the question for the culmination of all of his gunshots, beatings, and other mistreatment to finally catch up to him and render him unconscious. Although it's not a FKU car crash, but accidents do occur, and they do so frequently on Yellowstone. Hell, a highway accident that required John to put down a horse was the catalyst for the entire series. And none of us will ever forget the unusual pickup truck Buffalo collision that happened early in Season 5 and cost Monica the baby she and Case were expecting. The governor might end up as chauffeur-driven roadkill if there was just one wolf or gopher in the wrong spot at the wrong time. John and Summer elope. John appears to have a really high tolerance for fighting, will give you that. Ever from the first episode of Season 1, the man has been constantly arguing with someone. But what if he understood that life is not so long? What if, at last, he said to Summer, "Legacy schmegacy," asked her to marry him, and they jetted off to a chapel in Vegas? John could step down as governor, give Beth and Case control of the property, and be free of that unnecessary worry. John goes to D.C. with Linnell. On second thought, we would prefer it if John's former governor was the one to succeed his late wife Evelyn. Even though Senator Perry was reportedly in a new relationship when we last heard, we have a suspicion that she would end it quickly if her ex-boyfriend proposed and hung his hat next to hers in the Capitol. We wouldn't get to witness the happy ending for the pair after Costner left, but at least they would have one. Nature, quite literally, takes its course. There is always something else on the ranch that may kill John. Thus, Mother Nature might end up eliminating Beth and Case's father, assuming that the bear from season 1 that didn't make it had a honey. Since then, the resentful mate might have been waiting for the ideal opportunity to attack Rip's father-in-law. At last, Lugnut Boy gets his retaliation. All right, we're joking here. However, we would be furious if we were the child that John sent looking for misplaced lug nuts right before the gunfire in Season 3's climax, and no one ever asked if we had survived. Perhaps the youngster has been digging a cemetery for the Good Samaritan for the past 2 seasons, whose lengthy list of enemies ultimately resulted in his mother being caught in the crossfire of an attempted assassination.